How are you? Are you good? I'm excited to be here with you this morning. Uh, I want to talk today about perfection, and I want to talk about how I have really had to deal with this just from not only a personal perspective, but also from a business perspective. So, as a clinician and as a business owner, there's lots of things that happen that we don't expect, right? Something comes out of the blue and you just don't expect it. Like and they catch you off guard. And at the time that the situation is happening, and it might be an interaction with a patient, it could be a conversation with a coworker or an employee or whatever it is. But sometimes we don't always handle it the best way that we could, right? It's not maybe just not the best way. But I think the most important thing that I want to talk, I've got several things I want to tell you because I just had something happen this past week. So I'll kind of fill you in on that. But remember that you and the people that you are interacting with, and this is like, you should write this down because this is going to be true for you forever. The people, yourself and the people that you're dealing with, they are responding to you or to the situation the best they can at that given moment. That means that if they had a fight with their spouse, or they had an issue with a child, or they're in chronic pain, or they just got bad news from a loved one, they might snap at you and they might get grumpy at you, or that might be the case for you, and you just, you might just kind of get back at them a little bit. Everyone responds to the situation that they're presented with to their best ability at that moment. That means that there's almost always something going on behind the scene. So, what does that have to do with perfection? Well, if you and I can totally talk for me. If I hold myself to a standard that's right here, like I am saying, I'm gonna make sure that everything that goes out of my office, every word that comes out of my mouth, every recommendation I make is always right and always perfect. Who wants to live like that? No one. No one wants to be like that. I don't. But yet, so often, that's the standard that we hold ourselves to. I'm getting hot. I got to take this off. That's the standard that we hold ourselves to. And so, when something doesn't go the way that we think, then we get all down on ourselves because it didn't go the way we wanted it to, or we didn't say it just right, or whatever. And the problem with that is that you and I are never going to reach that standard of perfection. We're just not going to do it. So I just had a situation this past week where I was contacted by someone who wasn't upset, but was being affected by something that I said about what shall we say, the current, I'm going to say this so that my video doesn't get banned. The current thing that's being asked for most Americans are being asked to participate in. Let's just phrase it that way. And I made a comment about this that I absolutely believe, but I probably could have said it a little differently. And so this other person is kind of getting called on the carpet because of something that I said. Well, my first thought is, oh my gosh, I feel so bad. I don't want that to happen. I don't want that person to ever have any kind of ill, effect from something that I said. It makes me feel bad. And then I think, okay, well, why did I say it that way? And then I get all down on myself about the fact that I wasn't perfect and that I didn't say it right and that I should have done it differently. But look, I can only do the best I can do at that moment. And that's all. And I have had to learn how to let go of the perfection that makes me feel like I have to get the right protocol with the patient the first time. I have to say the right thing at the right time. I have to interact with my team members exactly perfect all the time. I can't live like that. Like, I don't know about you, but I can't do that. It's way too much pressure. And if you are like that, it's too much pressure. It's like this. I got hot in my office. You want to see a mess? I'm going to show you. This is, you know, this is like, I've just learned there's so much freedom in just being real. So look right here. Do you see this right here? See this right here? I'm going to move over. Let me move over. Do you see that? That, my friend, is a stack of papers that's probably a foot high. You can't tell it, but it's probably 12 inches high. And it's my filing. And it's 2020 and some 2021. And I just hate filing. I hate it. And so I could like position my body so I do the video so that you don't see it, but I don't care. It's the truth. I don't care because I don't want to live with that perfection. I don't want to live like that. It's not fun. So, when you get in a situation and you feel like there's pressure on you to get it perfect the first time, like you want an email to be perfect, and I've got all these binders that I from the seminars that I teach, and we are constantly finding errors in them, and we try so hard to not have any errors go out in the book. We're constantly finding errors in them, and it's not intentional. And I used to just beat myself up about it, and I just won't do that now. I look at every time I get feedback from someone about something, maybe like the situation where I mentioned this word that may or may not start with a V. Every time I something happens and I get caught in with a situation that I've not done it exactly how I should have, I now turn that around and I look at it as an opportunity to grow. That's it. I just say, oh, thank you for finding the errors in that book because now I can make that better. Thank you for letting me know that I could tweak my language as I'm talking about the V word moving forward. Thank you for letting me know. I just look at these things when I get caught, not I get caught, but when something happens, I look at it as an opportunity to just make some changes and do a little bit better. So think about that this week, my friend, as you kind of move forward about how you might be able to like reframe some of those things that even might be keeping you from doing this, like you're going live. I'm just sitting in front of my computer in my office at home looking at a camera talking to you, and I love it. I'm super happy to do it. But if you're not wanting to go and be live on Facebook because you're afraid you're not going to look perfect, look, I got too hot. I'm having a hot flash, took my jacket off. And my color's not right. I've got a weird light right here, and I look like I drank strawberry Kool-Aid today. That's what I look like. My face looks red. It's not. But I don't care. This is just what you get. Like, this is just my real life. There's another light in the background and my bookshelves. I still haven't fixed the top shelf. And I just like, I'll get to it when I get to it. But what's more important is that I'm serving you and I'm connecting with you and I'm doing the best that I can and I'm showing up big every single day. And that's all I want you to do. Every single day, show up, be the best version of yourself. And when you don't hit the mark that you've set for yourself, just look at it as an opportunity to learn and grow and change. So that's it. That's all I got for you today. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions. Otherwise, I will see you later. And don't forget, grab that podcast tomorrow. I'll put a link in the comments below for the podcast. All right, guys, take care. Talk to you soon. Bye.